Welcome to the 35th edition of the International Documentary Film Festival here in Munich, in our special edition DOK.fest at home. We are now in the section International German Premieres, and we will screen the film BABENCO, Tell Me When I Die. I'm very happy to welcome here Bárbara Paz, the director of the film, and Cao Guimarães, the editor. Welcome, Bárbara. Welcome, Cao. Welcome to Munich.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Nice to meet you. So pleasure, muito prazer. Estoy muy contento de estar acá.
Yeah.
Gracias.
We are very happy to have you here, and also to have Cao here, the editor of the film. Because, well, let's start from the beginning. This is a very impressive film about the death of your husband, of BABENCO. And I wanted to ask you, you were his wife and you are also an actress. So suddenly having to make a film about somebody you love and who is dying, whose idea was that, and how was it for you to step into a filmmaker's attitude?
So first yes, thank you, Cao. I just try to speak in English because my English is not so good, and I know the sound here in Brazil, in Bahia, is not okay, it's not perfect, but I try. Okay, the answer is it's the shooting of the film about BABENCO, my husband, my love. It's my idea to shoot the documentary. My first, I need to shoot him. Tenías que filmar rápidamente antes que não havia tempo, porque estava muy enfermo. Ele estaba quedando enfermo día. And I
translate a little bit. I had to shoot very quickly because every day he got weaker and weaker and he was very ill.
Yes. And tenías que filmar, captar ese hombre grande, pensador, poeta, no solamente un cinematógrafo, diretor de cine, mas sim un hombre muy grande, como digo, un criador, ¿no? Estaba quedando mal, pasó 30 años de su vida enfermo, fazendo filmes.
Let me translate a little. So he was a very, very big personality. He was not only a cinema director, he was also a poet, and he was a very big figure, and he was getting weaker and weaker every day. So, Bárbara, maybe we could try to get on in English. What was the most difficult thing for you as a filmmaker in this situation?
Cao, você está aqui, Cao? Está me ouvindo?
Yes.
Hein, Cao?
Yes, because I'm changing place because of the internet was not that good.
Okay.
But now it's okay.
Okay. I think this is more difficult to me when I'm shooting in a hospital. When I have a lot of scenes in a hospital, it's not fiction, it's true, and he is so sick, so bad in a hospital, and asked me, shooting me, please, shooting me. That's it. That's, I don't know in English is correct, but ele queria que ficasse todo o tempo no hospital. Isso é muito difícil para mim, porque necessitava que ele ficava vivo. Cao, me ajuda nessa. Você entende, né, o que eu tô falando? Me ajuda pouquinho.
No, I understand perfectly.
She understood. She understood, and she can translate you.
So her Bárbara's answer was when he was in hospital and he was already very, very ill, he always asked her, shoot me, shoot me, shoot me. It's interesting because this has a double base, right? It's filming and shoot somebody. It's like let me die. I want to get rid of life. But at the same time, you filming him, he felt alive with it, didn't he? Se sentía vivo, ¿no?
Sim, eu penso que ele filmava para estar vivo. Fazer uma outra película se quedava pouco mais vivo, ¿sí?
So he was feeling alive. He was feeling alive
yes.
when he was making a film. Of course, he was a filmmaker all his life.
Yes, ele queria. He wanted to die shooting something all the time because this is life for him.
It's a great death. One has to admit, it's a good way to die for a filmmaker to be making a film.
Yes, that's
how
it.
How did you feel? How was it for you? That was for him. For him, it was great. How was it for you?
Yeah, it's not easy, of course, for me, but it's like a mission, because I want to make a film about him, about life. It's not that about his life, as not just about his films, but about him, about his and so for me it's not easy, but at the same time, this is we are a good couple. We have a good and very and beautiful friendship. We love to. Nós amamos um ao outro muito. Não era minha vida. É como se fosse uma troca, trabalho juntos. No?
It was like a teamwork. And Bárbara, this film is so complex and it's so poetic, and it took so long to finish it. How did you do that? Because in the beginning it was filming somebody dying in hospital, and at the end what you have is a poem about filmmaking, about spaces, about room, about politics, about exile, about identity. Well, how was the process? Maybe Cao can also come into the conversation. How was the editing process?
Cao, yeah, tell me. This is the more important for me. Is after he passed away, I stay alone with a lot of images, voices, and then I need to find editation. Some people work with me and costurar este poema. No, yeah. Cao can talk something for me
put this poem
about
together.
This?
Yeah.
Yes, my partner.
When I first met Bárbara, she phoned me and sent me a cutting of the film. She was already 1 year, I think, or more, or 2 years, or 1 year and a half.
No, 1 year.
1 year working on it with other editors. And when I've seen the film, the things that I've seen, I became very surprised and animated to work on it. And then we meet one day and start working for more 1 year, I think. It was a process of where we meet and we work in the film 1 week per month, more or less. It was interesting because in my other films I am also a director, so I edit my films. Normally I used to edit it in 2 months, 3 months, but almost direct, straight, in the same, not in the process like 1 week per month during 1 year. And it was very, very interesting because I lived in Uruguay and she lived in Brazil. So we every month I go there and we meet in some place and then we work for 1 week. And it was very interesting, this process.
It was very meditative, no? It was like a meditation on...
Yes, In a way, yes.
He's my psychiatrist.
It's also very, it's a kind of also a therapy.
Yes,
course,
yes.
Because we became very close friends, and I didn't know Barbara before. We didn't never met before, but it was a very empathy, and we of course we are a bit different, but it was very. It was a moment that maybe I need her and she needs me, and we need to make this film together. It was very interesting process, because of course I imagine that it's not very easy to make a film about your love just after his death. So it was a process of also she was kind of a mourning. It's saying the word is
of course, yeah,
mourning.
of course, mourning,
and mourning. So it was a process of mourning to have a new day, a morning, the morning, the morning and the morning.
It's a
morning.
beautiful double layer.
Yeah.
Beautiful, yeah, beautiful.
Cao is not just a psychologist. My how do you say psychanalist?
Analyst.
My analyst. But his Cao is not just editation. He's a good and brilliant director and visual artist. Cao Guimarães is visual art. It's very, very important visual artist, and I'm big fan of Cao. Eu sou uma grande fã, admiradora dos trabalhos de Cao Guimarães, and I called to him. I'm afraid because my first my first film, my first documentary, and I want to a partnership. A good partnership, like I need to somebody understand my mind, my feelings, and like understand my poem. And the traditional editation, maybe it's not understand a lot, because I don't want to film it normal films, traditional documentary. I'd like some a personal film, art film, more how do you say is poema visual.
Yeah, a visual poem.
Poema visual.
Yeah, a visual poem.
Visual poem.
Bárbara, was it hard to get the rights for the films? I mean, you have quite some of Hector's great films in there. You have footage in there. How difficult was that to get that?
Sorry, no understand a lot.
Los derechos. ¿Fue difícil comprar los derechos de las películas que tenéis dentro?
No, because las películas es todas quase de Héctor. En la productora de la película es la misma.
Ah, okay.
It's a producción with HB Films. Es la propietaria de todas las películas de Héctor, porque la hija de Héctor, la doctora Mira Babenco, es una productora de la sí. Es no difícil, mas tenés otras películas como Julius y Jim, una escena pequeñina, Julius y Jim.
Sí.
Sí, this is difficult. It's muy caro, very expensive.
Caro, sí. So it was like a kind of family business. I mean, if Hector's daughter was the producer, his production he owned the rights. So you kind of had the time and the possibilities to take time to deepen and deepen and deepen in this very, very magical film you did.
Entendeu?
Everything involved in my mais ou menos eu entendi. Fala, Cao.
É um filme familiar, é um filme familiar. Ela está falando que foi um processo mais ou menos familiar, e você fez
Sim.
filme maravilhoso.
Sim. It's very familiar, but it's very alone film too. Cao, you know, we work a lot 1 year because when I stay with the imagens, né? Imagens e la voz de Héctor. Solitario in the Ilha Island.
When you stayed with the images alone,
yes,
the voice and the images.
Yes, very alone process, because it's not easy to cut, and this is a process. The film is very particular because in the editation, we in the room alone, me and Cao and me, and then other ones, the another editation, the another time, to begin when I start. As very I feel is the film a very lonely film.
Yeah,
because it's my and actor eu Hector conversando o tempo todo o que ele gostaria. Você gostaria? Como
so that was a point for you. You did think, what would he like? How would he do it? What would Hector do now? Did you think that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. This is more difficult.
Yeah.
No,
Bárbara, one last question. There is a beautiful film where a scene in My Hindu Friend where you dance, and it's such a intimate, private, sexy, erotic, and comic. It's so there's so much tenderness and so much humor. I mean, if you know about the situation, you were dancing for Hector in that moment, and you knew how did you prepare for that? What did you take to do this scene?
So this scene is true. This is fiction, but it's not fiction, because I danced for him one day when he was very, very sick. I danced naked in the rain and the beach side, and he said, 3 years ago or 5 years ago, 3 years before he passed away, I danced, and he said that scene would be the end of his next movie, without even knowing what film that would be, because this scene is the last scene of his cinema, because it's a scene as a Hindu Friend scene, the last film. Understand?
Yeah.
Essa cena da última cena da última película. So this preparation was almost like a repetition of the scene, the true scene.
Yeah.
But in this scene, he's the one I work my first job in the circus. I'm a clown.
Ah, okay.
And I was a clown, and I mixed her, and Hector liked it so much to my clown, and I mixed her to dance, sing in the rain, and my palhaço, my clown.
Great. Yeah. It's so.
I did something for more fun. He asked me, I need to finish my life, my cinema, my last move with life, with a
smile. With a smile.
And up, because the life is like a sun. You need to give me the more beautiful smile and sun inside of you.
It's heartbreaking. I mean, I really, it's a heartbreaking scene, and it's beautiful. Bárbara and Cao, thank you very much for this conversation. I hope you're doing well in Brazil. I hope Corona, I don't know, treats you well, and I hope to see you in Munich some other time, and maybe with some other film at the festival. And this film is also nominated for the Audience Award, donated by the Bavarian Public Television and Dreisat. It's a cultural program. So don't forget to vote. And well, don't be strangers. Come see us at DOK.fest at home. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.